The prison cell was colder than I expected. Cold walls, cold silence, cold reality. And honestly, the hardest part wasn't even losing my freedom. It was realizing how badly I had destroyed my own life.
Welcome to God Showed Up Stories. This is the story of how he lost everything, ended up behind bars, and how God completely changed his life when he thought redemption was impossible.
Before prison, I thought I was untouchable. I chased fast money, bad decisions, dangerous people. And deep down, I kept convincing myself I still had control. But eventually, the life I was living caught up to me. One night changed everything. Police lights, handcuffs, courtrooms, shame. I still remember looking back at my family during sentencing. My mother crying, my younger brother staring at the floor. The disappointment in that room crushed me harder than the sentence itself. And when those prison doors finally shut behind me, reality hit hard. The first few months were brutal emotionally. Anger, regret, fear. I blamed everyone except myself. The system, my friends, my childhood, even God, especially God. Because, honestly, I couldn't understand how my life had fallen apart so badly. Every night I laid awake staring at the ceiling, replaying every mistake that brought me there. And eventually, the guilt became unbearable. One afternoon, an older inmate walked past my bunk and handed me a Bible. I almost laughed, because at that point, I felt too far gone for God, too broken, too guilty. But later that night, out of pure boredom more than anything, I opened it. And somehow, those words started hitting differently, especially the stories about forgiveness, second chances, redemption. Because for the first time in a long time, I started wondering if maybe my life wasn't completely over after all. So slowly, I started praying. Awkward prayers at first, short prayers, honest prayers. Prayers like, God, if you're real, I need you. And honestly, something started changing inside me. Not overnight, but gradually, the anger started softening. The bitterness started fading. And for the first time in years, I felt peace, real peace. Even inside a prison cell, I started attending Bible studies, stopped getting involved in fights, started writing letters apologizing to people I had hurt. And eventually, the man sitting in that prison cell no longer looked like the man who entered it. Because God started rebuilding me from the inside out. The craziest part? Prison became the place where I finally found God for real. Today, I'm no longer the person I used to be. And honestly, I thank God every day for saving me before I completely destroyed myself forever. So, if you feel too broken, too guilty, too far gone, please hear this carefully. God still changes lives, even in the darkest places, even behind prison walls, even after terrible mistakes, because redemption is still possible.
If this story spoke to you, comment God Showed Up down below. And if God has ever given you a second chance, comment God Changed Me. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to God Showed Up Stories, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a story. And share this with someone who feels like their past defines them. Thanks for listening. And remember, God always shows up right on time.